My channel is now eligible for monetization. I hit over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the last 12 months. 3,000 of those hours came within the last 4 months, so this channel has definitely been growing more exponentially, and it's really exciting to now get that notification that my channel is eligible to get monetized. I just want to thank anyone that's subscribed and watched the content. It means a lot to me. This is just it's a really exciting feeling that I can potentially now get paid with YouTube, and then the more I grow with that, I can get to a point where the content is just what I'm doing full time, and I can expand it more. And it's just want to thank anyone that supported the content. So I went through this application process. I went and agreed with the terms and conditions, but now I have a Google AdSense account, and they're gonna send me a pin in the mail. They said 2 to 4 weeks I should get it, and then once I verify my identity through that pin, then they have a review process for the channel to see if I follow YouTube policies and guidelines for monetization. And it's super funny because with some of the content I have, I know there's certain videos on YouTube that are MGTOW or Red Pill, and they get demonetized, which is ridiculous, because then we could have certain rap videos that completely degrade women, right, and don't even have any respect whatsoever. But if someone's just talking about, hey, here's what to look for as a guy when you're getting yourself involved in a marriage, suddenly it's hate speech against women or toxic masculinity. You're not following guidelines. But the rap video talking about slipping drugs into a girl's drink, or this, like all that, that's artistic creativity. It's just a music video, man. You know, so it's just like it's super hypocritical when you see a lot of these MGTOW and Red Pill videos that get demonetized. And I'm very respectful in the way that I talk about the content, and I've always respected women, and I have no reason to not be monetized. I'm not using any hate speech. Everything I say is a legit perspective from my experiences and also the experiences of other people. And also, too, it's like, when we're talking about MGTOW or Red Pill and some of these videos on YouTube that do end up getting demonetized because YouTube says, oh, it doesn't follow our guidelines or our policies, or it's inappropriate against women or whatever. But like me, I'm a mixed race guy. I have green eyes. I'm with a modeling agency here in San Diego. So it's like my experience with women, like, yeah, like sometimes marriage is not a good option. Sometimes the wife can sleep with someone who's not her husband, Sometimes she is more attracted to one guy than the other guy. Like, this is just reality. Like, it's not like hate speech. It's not like, and also too, from my end, if I'm experiencing that from certain married women as, a young guy, considered good looking, attractive, model, whatever, if I'm experiencing that from women, then that's just truth, right? Like, to consider what I would be getting myself into when it comes to signing a contract with the government for marriage and understanding female nature and what they find attractive in hypergamy. This is just truth. It's just like experience. Like, I'm not promoting any hate speech. I'm not promoting anything negative against women. I say all the time on my content, women and men are equals, but they're just different, right? So when we explore the differences, there's nothing hate speech about it. And so when you type in MGTOW in the search bar, you'll see a lot of toxic masculinity, or where MGTOW went wrong, or MGTOW is a cult. Like, you can just see what MGTOW videos they put at the top. But if I were to be creative, and if I did like a rap song, and I had like completely degrading lyrics, it's like, oh, well, it's just a song, dude. It's just a song, bro. Artistic creativity. That's okay. So if I run into any problems with YouTube starting to demonetize my stuff, or if they don't accept my application, I'm definitely going to be contacting them and pointing out just how hypocritical that is, and that there's nothing in my content that's derogatory or hate speech against women. This is for everyone to grow. And I mean, I tell women too, like, I was having this conversation the other day, I have this all the time, where the woman who's actually looking to lock down a husband, or like get married, or she wants something long term, I tell women this all the time, like, your best chance to do that is going to be your late teens and your early 20s. Like, just keeping it real. Like, that's just your best chance to do that, because if you're going to evaluate the guy in terms of what he can provide, finances, attraction, whatever, that's fine. You're going to do that. Like, if a guy and a girl are both 18, and she can't live with the 18-year-old guy because he doesn't provide anything, right? He just graduated high school. So if she meets an older guy that she wants that relationship with or commitment with, she has every right to look over the 18-year-old guy and go with the other guy. But when she's evaluating the guy on his level of finances, his level of attraction, what he can provide, the guy at 30 that's been working, he doesn't just suddenly owe women like a marriage now, right? Or like she's been partying, or like she's been with other guys, or went to college and didn't really know if he was the best option for her, so she waited it out. Now that she's losing fertility and getting closer to the wall, now it's toxic masculinity because he doesn't want to get married, because he doesn't want to settle down. It's like, no, like if you like, you can't have both the marriage and the feminism, because they just don't, it doesn't work. So for women, if you do want that long-term commitment, the best time to do that is going to be in your prime SMV, your prime sexual market value, from late teens to early 20s. So it's helpful to women too. I'm just saying, like, from the perspective of a guy, like, you're wanting a life where you're provided for. It makes sense, like male-female interaction, just biologically and spiritually. The woman is going to take the nurturer, submissive role generally, and the guy's going to take the dominant provider role. And so it's okay for a woman if she like doesn't want to work, if she just wants to have a man that has money and like is attractive. That's okay for her to have that opinion and her to want that lifestyle, right? So if she's judging the man on that, what is he not allowed to judge something? Like, is he supposed to just he's supposed to be looked over his entire 20s, and now that he's 30, now he's a good option? Now that she's past her 20s and she's in her 30s, now it's toxic masculinity, or it's hate speech, because he doesn't need to go with her. He doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to just get into a relationship where he's just the beta provider. I mean, he could go with the younger girl instead. So it's just like, this is just reality, you know? So there's no hate speech about it. There's no derogatory stuff. But I bring that up because going through this application process, I'm waiting for my PIN for my Google AdSense account. You never know what they could do. They could, when they're doing their review process on YouTube, I mean, there's nothing here that doesn't follow guidelines. There's nothing here that doesn't follow policies. Everything here, I mean, this is completely like vlogs that I do that are my thoughts, my experiences. There's no copyright anything. It's just my real name with my Android camera. There's nothing against policy. So if something comes up where they say, oh, well, this goes against our policy, again, I'm going to contact them. I'm going to reply to them. I'm going to show them certain content on YouTube that does get monetized that's way more hateful than anything I'm saying. So I hope that doesn't happen. And that's part of the reason too, like when I started a Patreon and I post about it, you know, sometimes people think like, oh, you're just begging for money, but it's not. Like, I'm putting out content, right? And I don't expect anyone to like support my Patreon or whatever, but you never know. What if YouTube just starts demonetizing my videos? Why not also have a Patreon where if someone feels that I'm worth getting paid, why not support what I'm doing? You never know what YouTube could do with monetization, or they take away monetization from you, or whatever they could do with like a video, or say that you're not following a rule. I mean, I'm completely following the rules. Like, there's no guidelines or policies that I'm not following. But you never know what they're gonna say about something, right? And with Red Pill and MGTOW content, this can happen. So I just wanted to put that out there. That I'm excited that I'm at this point that I can apply for monetization. This is just a really cool turning point for my YouTube channel and for my career, and just getting my life to another place, and it's just super helpful. And so I'm excited to get this going. So I hope when that pin comes in the mail, 2 to 4 weeks, and then they do their review process, I'm hoping that this can get monetized before New Year's or early January, and I can go into 2021 with monetization, because then I can do more with this. Like I said, I could do like music or comedy things that I've done in my past, like public speaking, and I can use the money from the ads to enhance the content. Like, if people are already watching the content and they appreciate the content in a certain way, if I'm also making money through advertising on the content, I can use that money to not only help my life, but then I can put more into the channel, right? I can grow my content to a new level. So it just helps a lot of things. So I'm just hoping there's no issues with the monetization. I'm enjoying the growth I'm seeing on this channel. It really pumps me up. It motivates me, especially when we're talking about things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. MGTOW and Red Pill, most people are blue, and most people, they have that idea in their mind of how life is supposed to work. And any guy that like questions things like, oh, questioning should I get married or whatever, so he's always just like looked down upon, or you must hate women, or you must be gay, or you must have no game, you must be a loser, you must it's just, so it's just like anything that you can do that brings to light certain topics that need to be discussed, then that's a great thing to do. And so I'm glad I'm at this point where my channel can get monetized. It's super exciting to be here. So I just appreciate anyone that's supported the content, and I want to get this monetized as soon as I can. Continue to do content, and continue to go over topics not just on Red Pill and MGTOW, but other topics about life and success, happiness, mental health, just well-being, spirituality, anything. Just want to keep it open-ended. People talk about YouTube niches and categories. I don't want to box myself into a niche. I want to do whatever I want to do on the channel. I don't want to like, oh, like I posted maybe gardening video, so they think I'm a gardening YouTube channel. It's like, oh, why are you playing violin now? It's just like, well, I can be a gardener, I can be a musician, I could have a day job, I could have 2 day jobs, I could be an entrepreneur building a business. Like, we do that all the time. We like, this person's a doctor, this person's a lawyer, this person's a teacher. And it's just like, there's more to a person than that. And so that's another thing too, that I hope to help explore with this channel, and just get people thinking about their own lives and where they can take their own lives, and just motivating people. A lot of people out here are just very negative, and they kick you down, and they just that idea can't work, or you know, you're not going to do this, or they already have an opinion on you based on whatever. I'm trying to motivate people. I'm just like, yeah, you can do it. You can go start that business or build that YouTube channel, and it might take time. It might take time to get your goals where you want to take them, but you can do it. Don't let people tell you what you can't be in the world. Don't let people just like bring you down. Don't let people just hate on you for petty stuff. Have pride in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Man and woman, you know, both. Like any race, any gender, religion, it doesn't matter. Just like have like self-respect as a human being.